Good evening, Antoinette. And by good evening, I mean it's 20 minutes or it's 40 minutes to midnight. So, I've been thinking about something for a little while now, and that is this election sucks. Why does the first year that I am able to vote have such shitty candidates? Like, don't get me wrong, they all have some sort of decent reasoning behind some of the things they do, but they all overall suck. I mean, Trump is definitely way the hell over here with what he wants to do. Bernie's way the hell over here with what he wants to do. And somehow Hillary is the moderate. Which doesn't make sense. So, like, I can agree with some of the things Trump wants to do, and I can agree with some of the things Bernie wants to do. And then Hillary's just sitting over here trying to make people like her. Seriously, that's what I'm seeing right now. So, like, no, we do not need a wall with Mexico. Did you see how that well worked with China? Did you see how well that worked with Germany? Yeah, we don't need a wall. Plus, how the hell would you get Mexico to pay for it? I'm pretty sure they don't need it. Besides, uh, Trump is an idiot. Also, let's see. Like, not another thing too is like with Trump, not all Muslims are bad. There are some good ones, there are some bad ones. Just like there's some good Christians, there's some bad Christians. There's some good Jews, there's some bad Jews. There's some good atheists, there's some bad atheists. It's not like just because you're of this set group, you're all clumped together here. Just because you're this set group doesn't mean you're clumped together over here. Not all cops are bad, not all cops are good. I would like to think all cops are good, but sadly, some of them are not so great, which is another thing that's a totally different topic for a totally different video. Yada yada yada. And then with Bernie, he has some good ideas. But some of the stuff he wants to do is just a little bit was not the greatest. Like, yes, free college would be nice, but I don't support it fully. Like maybe like cheaper college or more ways to get scholarships, that would be nice, but not overall free college. That's just not gonna work. But I do like the fact that he's more inclusive, that he is more willing to take in those who don't feel appreciated and whatnot. What are some of his other policies? Like his tax plan actually kind of makes a little bit of sense. Both both Bernie's and Hillary's tax plans kind of make sense. Um, I will link you guys down to the Green Brothers, who who made a much better video. I think John did Hillary and Hank did Bernie, or vice versa. Either way, they covered it a lot better than I did. And then Trump. Oh, Trump's. I think it's projected that he's gonna put us another 18, like something like $18 billion in debt with his tax plan. Flat tax is not the way to go because okay, so the current tax rate is the less money you make, the less taxes you have to pay in theory, without all the loopholes that you can go through. So what Trump wants to do is that no matter what your pay is, you will have to pay the same percentage amount. So that in theory that works. If you make $10,000, you pay $1,000 in taxes. If you make $1,000,000, you pay $100,000 in taxes. If you make 10 million, you pay 1 million. This is where things start going wrong. Is it's that 10% hurts your lower percentage a lot more than your higher taxable incomes. Like for the guy that has $10 million, $1 million gone, no big deal. Even $1 million, that 100,000, no big deal. But for that 100,000, that $10,000 could make or break you. That $1,000 could make or break you. So it's sitting here like, what are you gonna do? So I agree that we need to tax the rich more, And I agree with the fact that, like, above, like, a certain pay grade, like, if you make, like, $1 billion a year, I think you can live with that. I think you can live at a 50% tax rate or something like that. Because $1 billion, you still make 500 million. I don't know. It just sitting here, like, plus, if the rich, like, the rich need to understand that they can live with less money than they have. You don't need to buy the most expensive things to survive on the planet. But anyway, no, this is the worst, absolute worst voting year for me to join the voters. Because I just turned 19 this year, 18 last year, and sadly, this is the election I get a vote in. Yay. I would have rather voted 4 years ago and whatnot. Because, and the funny thing is, Obama's not that bad of a president as everybody thinks he is. Whatever. Like, some of his stuff did benefit the people that needed it, but at the same time, it didn't benefit. It kind of screwed over the people that didn't need it. So, topsy-turvy. So yeah, I really don't want to vote for anybody this year because they all kind of suck, and it just, I'm done. I do not want to vote, but I have to vote. Well, I don't have to vote, but I really should vote so that I can complain. Because I feel like if you don't vote, you don't really have the rights to complain because you didn't give your word. Like, the vote is one of the most powerful things you have with this country right now. Like, it's stronger than your voice. It's stronger than a lot of the things we can do. So, please vote this election. I don't want Trump in office. I don't want Hilary in office. And I kind of even don't want Bernie in office. Because there's too much going on. Or there's too much that I feel like they don't understand. But you also have to think, it's not just the president we have to vote for. We need to vote for the Senate. We need to vote for other parts of Congress. Sorry, my mind is dying right now. So please vote this election. Alright? We need to switch out Congress. We need to switch out who we have. Because there are a bunch of old folk. There's a bunch of old guys that are not really helping the country at all. So please get some new people in office, and we will be happy. Because the president isn't the sole person responsible for whatever the heck happens with this country. He needs to be backed by Congress. He needs to be backed by the Senate. He needs to be backed by the House of Representatives. I think two of those are the same thing or something. I don't know. My brain is. So, we need to vote for more than just the president this year, because everybody focuses on the president and they forget about everything else. Please vote for people that will definitely help us. Don't just worry about the person who gets the big title. Worry about all the smaller seats that are beneath them. Alright, but this has been Editor with a really random video that has very little point, if any, whatsoever, besides please vote. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Sorry, this video kind of sucks.